What's up, Gunplug Modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you another edition of Gundam Models. Today I'm going to build the 1/44 scale MS-09F Domtropen from the 0083 Stardust Memories animation OVA series that came out, I think it was like in the early 90s. This was basically one of my favorite Dom mobile suits from that series, and from all the other series as well. I've always wanted to get the master grade version of this kit. I haven't had the opportunity to purchase one. Eventually I will. But when I saw this one, I said I gotta get this because I kind of like how well designed the mobile suit is, both in its bulkiness and its heavily thick armor that you see here, and the choice of weaponry, which is one of my favorites. The one thing that caught my eye about this is the fact that this was one of those kits that I guess they started to make here in the United States, or design it for the United States during the time when Cartoon Network was starting to show 0083 on their Toonami lineup, if everybody remembers that. And everything is pretty much all in English. For example, like nobody reads the model number or the generator output or thruster generated output type thing. Obviously, this thing comes the armaments: Stromfrost, a 90mm machine gun, and a 180mm bazooka, a heat saber, a Zaku bazooka, all that nice stuff that they always talk about. And of course, the interesting thing about the skill level, this thing is skill level 4, which I laugh every time I look at this because it reminds me of the dumb commercials that Bandai put out back then. You know, I built a level 4 Gundam. Oh, I built a skill level 3 Gundam. It's like, oh, it's like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But it made me laugh when I saw it. Also, you may have noticed that the box is pretty beaten up. The reason why it was beaten up is because that's how it came to me. So, looking over here, you can see the design of the mobile suit. It's pretty much maybe a 15, maybe a 12-year-old design. But you know, I shouldn't say that. I should pull out the master grade book that I always have on the side, which now I can't find for the life of me. It's here. Don't worry about it. And why is my AC turning on? Nah, leave it on. It's getting hot in here. So, the design frame, of course, is a big bazooka, the big padded feet for it, because it's basically it's a hover mobile suit. It's not designed to walk because of its bulkiness, but it's, you know, that's what I kind of like about this kit. It's huge, it's powerful, and it gets its ass kicked by Gundam all the time. Here's some more pictures over here, and here's the skill level thing, which I'm looking at. It makes me laugh. So basically, skill level 1, 2, and 3, you deal with model kits that are somewhere between 65 to 90 or 100 parts. That's considered high grade when you reach level 3. Level 4, which is this one, is 130 parts plus. Then doesn't say how many parts are level 5 or 6, but when you reach level 6 and 7 and 8, they're 300 plus. And then a level 9 and 10 is 500 plus parts. That's good to know. I kind of like that scale, you know? This kit has 130 parts, fine. Gives me something to work with. So let's look at the contents of this kit and see what we have to work with. This kit is modeled in kind of like a darkest navy blue color. There's the polycaps right here. And you have the purple with the same darkest blue and red. More purple here. And then you have the bazooka, which is the, I would say, a greenish color, but very, very dark green. Probably olive drab. And then you have the only gray parts, which is basically some of the trim parts here. So it's kind of cool to see. Let's look at this manual. see here, we got some, here's the completed kit and some detailed information. Now it said here it had more weaponry based off the box, but obviously we're not seeing that here. What we are seeing is the bazooka, which I kind of like this steel plate frame there as a incentive of being, protecting your mobile suit against incoming blast, and an extra clip. That's kind of cool. Then here are the parts. When you assemble you start with the legs, and then I guess the arms, followed by the waist and torso, the bazooka, and then final assembly. So there you go. There's no decals other than the mono eye and faceplate, but that can be painted if you wish. I don't know if you guys want to do that. I'm not planning to do that. This is basically a straight build, like I've been mentioning it before. Now, I've been meaning to modify the kit a bit, or at least give it something to enhance it. And for the life of me, I can't find the enhancement part that I was talking about. I guess I'll surprise you guys once I find it. I have it. Don't worry, it's not mixed with whatever that was lost previously. But I want to make this kit a little bit more unique without painting it. With that being said, let's begin building Domtropen. Now, as you can see, I've already separated all the parts from the tree. And I took measures into making sure that everything is all where it's supposed to be. So I put it in the box. I've had this somewhat weird habit of leaving it on the table. And to not have a repeat of my parts disappearing out of nowhere, I decided to keep it in the box and just select what I need. Maybe I should give you a little bit of an insight here of my work area. Let me just move a few things. As you can see, I have a white board behind here, and I have actually a power strip back there. That's actually powering the lamps that you see this work area illuminated. I have a plastic tape down below on the back end of my cabinet, which took me forever to pull out, and I had to drop a few things here and there. So it's kind of like a stopgap type net type thing, where if something falls back, it will get caught by the tape. Logical thing would be, of course, for me to actually put a tape there and let this be hooked up to this, but I tend to remove this and put a black background depending on what I want to record, and plus if I need access to the power strip. I had a tape along the leading edge of this table, but it was starting to bug me, especially started to stick to me, so I said, nah, forget it, I'll leave it the way it is for now. But I do have a tape in the leading edge of the bottom of my cabinet, so that way if something falls back, at least it gets caught as well. So let's forget about that, and let's now start building the first part, which happens to be the legs. Okay, so now you see here is the parts for the leg of the Domtropen. And before we proceed, as you can hear, I have the AC blasting in the background because it's hot. Very hot outside, and it's hot in here, so that AC will be on for the remainder of the build. So let's see. So first up, I gotta put this part here. Oh shit! Didn't realize it needed to be cleaned off. And now again, I'll emphasize the fact that I'm not painting this kit. I am just doing a straight build. But you definitely need to clear off the excess plastic parts, because sometimes certain parts will not fit unless you cut these off. There we go. And there goes that part too. Okay, so push that in. And we have this part here. And I gotta get P, C, E. There we go. E. Might as well get the other parts, F and C. We'll cover that in a minute. So, this is a fairly straight build for the upper thigh of the leg, so that's taken care of. I got this part here goes in there. Actually, in reverse. Sorry. If you notice the leg, you have this piece of armor on this side. So this constitutes the left leg. This part here has to be in this position. And we'll cover that in a few moments. Put that there. Put that there. That seals it up. So now we have this part here. Looks pretty nice. I kind of like that. And I already did this, so sorry if I didn't show it to you before. So we'll put this onto the side. Then we have the foot. We'll cover the front part of this foot over here, like so. And we'll cover the back part like that. You have this part that there's two parts together, so it goes over here, followed by this nozzle over here. So some sort of weird, I guess, vent nozzle here. And then you got the back part, goes like so. And then finally, connecting there to here, like that. And I'm sorry, I forgot one last part here. Here it is. This guy. Where the curvature of this part faces the back. You slide them in, like so. And then, shoot. Shoot. It's the other way around. Fortunately, this is not a problem, because these legs are somehow unusually universal. There we go. So it doesn't matter where you put them. If you made a mistake, all you need to do is flip it around. There we go. I should have done it this way. Put that part here, like that. That should align up this part properly. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Put that down there. There you have it. The legs are now done for the Domtropen. Let's proceed to the next part.